No way.
What's up everyone, welcome to Red Bull Hardline. I'm at the top of the course, we're about to go for a bit of a course walk, just kind of wander down, try not to twist any ankles. Evidence suggests that this is the hardest downhill mountain bike course in the world, so I'm way out of my depth. This is not my domain, I shouldn't really be here, and yet here I am at the top of the course. The terrain's mental. Let's go and see what this is all about.
I think we should walk this together.
I think for your sake we should. Neither of us
with
have
the
been
previous
here.
winner.
Oh, you've been here?
We're here, you really need help, mate.
You haven't won it before, have you?
Yeah, I have actually, in
2016?
Yeah, 2016. I got second in 17 and 18. Yeah, this is actually probably the easiest line, if I'm honest.
Actually, probably the easiest?
No, this is the easiest line. Is you brake check here and you ride through the V, and it just kind of rattles you through.
This is not the easiest line.
That is, I promise you, that's the easiest line.
This is the easiest feature.
If I can see
This is
any
the
benefit,
easiest
feature. If the start's there, we can presume there's going to be a medic at the start.
Yeah.
So if you only get this far, we're talking minimal stretch
And we got
distance.
like a heli landing spot here for you.
Just kind of a wall ride there. God, I can hardly walk down the damn thing. Oh. Oh. It's quite unrideable if you ask me. This is going to be hectic. What's that? 2 foot tall, but the speed you hit these features changes everything. It's not your average 2 foot drop in the woods, because you have to land here on a slab of rock, which is going to be wet, let's be honest. There'll probably be sheep poo on it to make it even more slippery. Careful, Matthew. Look at this. We're going to get a lot of this. Just pure mossy rock. Like, if rock wasn't bad enough, they've got moss on it. It's not dry, is it? Does it ever dry out here? We're already creeping into the dark woods. Even as a place to crash, it's just horrible and dark.
Drop low quick, because then you can set up for the turn better, because there's some gnarly roots on the top of this high line.
So don't go high line.
Don't go high line, as of now, I wouldn't say.
Because that's kind of reverse psychology, really, isn't it? I mean, Bernard's walking the high line, so again, you've got to wonder. Is he trying to stitch us up? Does he feel threatened? So you'll go this way as opposed to...
But look, all these roots that you're turning on.
Oh, I see. It's just going to be solid all week. Because these roots are never going to dry out.
Never.
And they are just greasy. Fun. This is insane. The sort of course walks I kind of am used to doing, we can do in flip-flops, swimming shorts, sunglasses, and this is perilous enough just to walk. No way.
Oh, there's a wooden landing now. It's way better.
It's not better. Better than what?
I've ever seen it.
I'd love to have seen it before. I'm going to keep using the term out of my depth. The hill never ends. You never can come to a controlled stop. That's clear.
Easy, because you've got a really good braking area here.
Yeah.
So by the time you hit the rock, you can kind of let your brakes off a bit and then hit the berm, which is massive compared to how it used to be.
Okay. So far. Bearing in mind that guy down there, Matthew, is a rugby player, quite a big bloke. Shows the height. Well done, Jono. Let's go and find G Atherton, last year's winner. Look at this. Why are we here? Right, G, last year's winner.
Yes.
Rumour has it that the course is easier this year. Can you validate that claim based on what you've seen so far?
We are only 2 turns in.
How much does seat bounce that, really? It is pretty special that there's big jumps on the course, but wind plagues this sport when you're in the air, and this is going to be a windy spot. What's the line, Laurie? Inside.
Mainline with confidence every single time, everywhere.
Just be confident.
Yep.
Okay, and if you're not confident?
Go home.
Yeah. It's quite cool really, because everyone's looking for the fast line. I'm just looking for a line that I can ride. Hey.
And just like that wheel drops into
It soon drops away, doesn't it, Eddie?
It's bloody steep here, Matt.
You be careful.
Yes, thank you.
You seriously got to ride down that? You can't go round it here?
Nah.
There's no, really?
No going round, mate.
It's worth considering that we are in Wales. There's usually sheep everywhere. Do you see any sheep?
Sheep are not even
This
near,
hill is too steep for sheep. This is disgusting. Oh, a bit of flat ground. I can use my dropper post here.
You can just hop back.
So this open section is kind of a lot of the same. It's just steep, stay on the brakes, hang off the back end. Best riders in the world are scratching their heads about this. You, watch out. Look at that. It's almost level. We found flat ground. I'll bring a picnic rug, some snacks. Because it's a harsh land, you can get loads of braking.
So I reckon I'm going to do that. I need to go off the left.
What's the tactic? He's going to jump this stump. Okay. Turning right. Right, so you're down here. He's going to hit this rock. Take off. Back to the left over that stump. There's not much space to land there. It's like a minefield. Not. Then we've got to thread the needle between the 2 stumps. and then you can see the big rocks behind the guy.
Oh, I haven't even seen
He
that.
wants to bunny hop the one on the right. I think
What?
he's going to be too compressed to get back up. If you catch your back wheel on, I'll show you in a minute. If you catch his back wheel on that rock, brown brick,
If I don't, I reckon you got a second or two on this straight.
could be a waist running
2
line.
seconds. Yeah, don't show G this.
Look at that rock, it's got
People
blood on
helping
it. Oh no, it's paint. I thought that was blood. It will be. Can you see all the guys down there on that huge hip?
Dirt takeoff, dirt landing, monster hip. That gets me excited, really.
Holy!
Yes, Jim.
I think we'll make that. This is untested. This is brand new, no tire marks. You're going to be first man on tomorrow morning.
It's a huge right hip, my favourable direction, massive dirt takeoff. And again, look at this landing, it goes on forever.
Christ.
Don't turn right, don't hit the dry stone wall.
It's quite steep.
Can you take off here? Right.
Where are we at?
28.5 degrees from vertical, so 60 degrees.
It's not bad.
It's quite steep,
Steep.
quite steep.
Very
Again, it's big.
good.
They're making a sign up here, don't turn right.
Pedal.
Turn right as you'll
That's
hit,
clear.
you'll hit Gaetan's tree.
Oh, someone's hit that tree.
Yeah, Gaetan hit it about 30.
Well, last year you had to go as fast as you could. You know, you were lifting off that roller,
Wow.
and the bowl was really tight, but the bowl's mellower this year, so.
So you've just jumped the wall there, sweep round, back through.
A lot of boys land like here first few laps.
Deep.
Yeah,
Just
into the berm, pull right. I hope you've gone enough.
Again, it's a jump that completely doesn't line up. You're faced with a cliff edge there, trees that you have to kind of aim between, a wall that you can't see over and you could hit. All signs point towards crashing. It's a weird one. If you were at a World Cup or something, this would be, you'd spend so much time looking at a section like this. But after walking what we've just walked down, this actually doesn't seem so bad. So we're kind of all just walking through like, yeah, through we go, but it looks insane from here.
Round. Trial.
You're probably bored of me saying everything's gnarly, but literally every square centimetre is almost unrideable. Fact. Here's the road gap. This is where it gets obscene. Ben! Ben's arrived. That's a real road. 2 lanes. Dual carriageway. No way. I guess at least it's smoother than riding that way. Every cloud. That is outrageous. That shouldn't be allowed. What do you think, Boris?
Easy. I've seen people jumping off this for 4 years, so.
Yeah. You've seen people do it for one weekend every year that no one looks forward to.
But I would make it to here, probably.
What do you think of that road gap, Ben?
That one is disgusting.
You had a downhill bike in the shed and a cross-country bike, and you brought the cross-country bike.
No, I don't have a downhill bike. I'm getting bullied. This isn't even getting quizzed. Right, can we talk more about this feature? Little step on, step off. This is like slope style. Oh no, it's not. This course is gonna, for me, is gonna be like running across a gun range. It's just like, just at any moment you might get taken out. What do you think that rock would do to a rib cage?
The thing is that they put that in. They didn't even.
Yeah,
it wasn't already
Dan
there.
added that.
That's added value.
What are you on? V-brakes?
Look at this. It is just relentless. It doesn't stop going down steeper, rockier, rougher. Look at that. Funny old thing filming on GoPro, it gives no perception of steepness and whatever, but I'm stood here in about a 2 metre gap of fairly flat ground. Before me is an unwalkable staircase of rocks, and then after me, where Ben stood, there's this drop, and the landing there is completely flat.
Let me run down now.
No, listen to this. Look. Listen to this rock to like show you how flat the landing is. It went 1 metre. It's flat. If that was on its own, you could hit it. You wouldn't session it, you could hit it. But on a trail bike, not a downhill bike, it's just another big question mark for me. It doesn't end. We call this a boner log. That is bigger than any boner log I've ridden at Crankworks. And Crankworks is the ultimate pinnacle of slopestyle mountain biking. This is just one of many features of its caliber at hardline. I do hope that this GoPro does this justice because it's absolutely enormous. You'll get a genuine sense of free fall on this. I don't even know if I'm going to ride, honestly. Dude. This is like one of those landings when they attempt to jump a car. Just goes on forever. And it's not very wide either. And then you have to factor in crosswinds. You might have mud in your eye. Your chain might come off pedaling up the ramp, up the Bonalog for that last little bit of extra speed. It's just, yeah. This has been so overwhelming for me. I'm used to like analysing a jump on its own and thinking about tricks. Not this much in a row, not back to back. This section's crazy. It's like a field that's 2 football pitches long that has 3 jumps in it. That means each jump is 2/3 of a football field. You can't argue with that maths. The final feature. I'm not even going to talk about this one. You can make up your own minds. You know what I'm going to say about it. That's the end of the course. So this landing and that final Red Bull arch marks the end of the 2019 hardline course. The Red Bull hardline course. Not for the faint-hearted. It's been a very unusual and unnerving experience for me walking this course and seeing what the world's best downhill racers are up against and what even those guys aren't sure about. So for me to be in that same boat kind of begs questions, but we'll see how it goes. I'm very excited to be here. I feel privileged to be invited to this prestigious mountain bike event, one of the most prestigious downhill mountain bike events because it is so gnarly. And we'll see how it goes. Watch the event on Red Bull TV. It's going to be absolutely obscene. Legends.